The stage is set.
Welcome to my Wipeout Wonderland!
24 ordinary men and women are about to go head-to-head with the most extraordinary obstacle course ever assembled. Those brave enough must be prepared to endure breathtaking spills, spectacular tumbles, and catastrophic falls. Only the swiftest and fastest four will move on and compete in our final obstacle course, the biggest of them all, the Wipeout Zone, the final step in the journey to $50,000. The epic competition begins now to see who will emerge victorious and who will wipe out.
I'm not the best swimmer.
Hello, America. I'm John Anderson, and welcome to Wipeout, where the pull of $50,000 competes with the pull of gravity as 24 men and women tackle the wettest, muddiest, nastiest obstacle course ever created. With me, as always, is world-renowned obstacle course enthusiast John Henson.
Thank you very much, John. Just one question. Are these people actually here of their own volition?
As far as I know, that is the case, yes.
Okay, that means they have either never seen the show before or they are the bravest souls on earth.
Let's go with the latter, shall we? These 24 brave men and women will be competing for $50,000, and first up, it's the Wipeout qualifier. This week, our old friends, the tumble tubes, return.
Ah, yes.
And then it's on to the sucker punch.
Now with extra punch. And the most inefficient bridge in the world, the big balls.
And finally, contestants are treated to a less than relaxing bubble bath swing.
Wipeout, take me away.
And remember, John, only the 12 fastest times move on to our next round.
All right, John, I'm ready to go. Let's see some wipeouts.
The first contestant up today is Brent Williams, who at 63 is the oldest competitor we have ever had.
Welcome to my Wipeout Wonderland!
Wow, what a colorful character.
Indeed, John, you have no idea. Jill spoke with him earlier.
Guys, I'm down here with Brent. Now, what brought you here today?
Well, what do you think? My wings. You know, you've heard of Batman. I'm the toucan parrot man. I'm gonna just kind of fly through this thing and have a lot of fun.
Okay.
I can actually kind of like levitate a little. See? Gotta get up to speed, Jill.
That is one loony bird.
You are right about that, Jill.
Man, he does have quite a personality.
I actually think he's got quite a few.
Well, hopefully all their legs will work in unison because, well, he's starting there at the tumble tubes where he's going to have to roll to the other side.
Our 63-year-old loony bird is doing pretty well for being the oldest contestant we've ever had.
Well, it says here he is an ex-champion gymnast.
Yeah, I think he actually invented the cartwheel. And the wheel.
Come on, talk to Daddy.
Uh-oh, now he's hearing voices. I gotta tell you, I am thoroughly impressed with Brent's run so far.
Yeah, he is doing crazy good on the qualifier. Now a little shadow boxing.
Yeah, or he just really sees somebody.
Getting started on our sucker punch wall. And he's going to want to avoid the punch bowl because today that now contains 10% real fruit juice.
Seems a little unfair, doesn't it, John? There are only 22 gloves and about 30 of his personality. Ow! He has been knocked for a fruity loop.
I'll get you guys back later.
Brent giving the sucker punch a piece of his mind. Or what's left of it, anyway.
On to the big balls, where Brent has to fly across to the other side.
That was a fun one.
Yes, and fun deserves two looks.
Brent flies over the cuckoo's nest and into the water.
That water landing's going to cost loony old Brett some time for sure. Now he has to swim over to that final obstacle, the bubble bath swing. Now swing into the tub, and his run is done. If he misses, Brent has to swim to the platform to stop the clock.
Ooh, toucan, do it. If we had judges, John, that would have been a perfect 10.
Well, we only have one judge, that's the clock. And the toucan parrot man flips us the bird, and he's in with a time of 2 minutes, 36 seconds. Take you back to the start of the course now. Pumped and ready to go is 20-year-old nursing student Kamisha Thomas.
I'm ready to get this money!
Kamisha says her technique is going to be the jump and run.
Oh, well, sometimes you have to fall and crawl before you learn to jump and run. Making sure she doesn't lose anything. Okay, now here comes that patented jump and run.
Nope, that would be the drop and flop, John.
Well, maybe our nursing student will get better results on the sucker punch.
Ooh, Florence, good nightingale. Our nursing student now preparing to examine the big balls.
Why is she going so slowly?
Well, it's a very delicate procedure, John.
Okay, she really is taking her time here. This is a thorough examination.
Guys, what are we supposed supposed to do? She won't move.
Well, if the objective is to stay on the ball as long as possible, I believe we found our winner.
I think I'm sliding.
Coming up to the sucker punch is 53-year-old Lori Flagg.
And she's not mad at the wall, John, just a little disappointed.
Smells like a spa.
Something tells me Lori's never been to an actual spa or anywhere else that smells good. Enjoy your rancid mud wrap, Lori. It's going to cost you $50,000, but feel free to stay and enjoy the facilities.
Lumbering up to the big balls now is a 45-year-old bodyguard.
Wow, Kevin Costner has really let himself go.
No, that's Marco.
Oh.
Jill spoke with him earlier.
Now, you say you're a bodyguard. Can you show us some moves? Anything you got. I'll step back.
Those are some smooth moves, John, but he's got to cross the big balls to protect his client on the other side. Whitney Houston, we have a problem.
Oh, Marco.
Polo. Clever.
Now Marco's getting ready for... Well, I don't know what Marco's getting ready for.
I think he's using the human shield technique to protect the ramp. No one's going to hurt the ramp, John, not on his watch.
Now we got some movement, Johnny.
Oh, don't worry, Marco. I will always love you.
How many times have you seen the bodyguard?
None of your business.
Double digits?
Please leave me alone.
Now on deck, former semi-pro baseball player Thomas Lynham.
Baseball? I love baseball. It's the national pastime.
Well, here are the tumble tubes.
He's on with a single, stretches that to a double, and a head-first slide into third. He's out.
Well, he's not the only one striking out on the tumble tubes.
Yeah, you're going to want to be closer.
Ooh, that's not going to work.
Nope.
Take a seat.
There's a groin pull.
Good use of the hands. John, I believe those shorts belong to 22-year-old Angelica Blackman.
Okay, so what motivated you to come on the show today?
I'm representing the cute girls that get underestimated.
Finally, John, someone standing up for the oppressed group of cute girls.
Are they even allowed to vote, John?
Oh.
Finally, a cute girl gets a free drink.
Oh, this is sexy.
Man, super cute girls can't even get proper sized clothing in this country. Where's their telethon? It's an outrage. Oh, also outrageous, that Wipeout. Oh, man, double jointed and totally cute. This girl's got the whole deck stacked against her.
Moving up the ladder to the bubble bath swing. Whoa! Takes the plunge there. All right, Cutie's up the ladder for a second time.
I can't believe they make cute girls do this twice. What a double standard.
The ugly truth, John. But she's putting up a great time as she prepares to swing into the bubble bath. And despite bearing the extreme burden of cuteness, Angelica comes in with an impressive time, 3 minutes, 2 seconds.
That's right, John. We're here. We're cute. Get used to it.
Next up is 18-year-old Kyle Sullivan.
You're the youngest competitor here today.
Yeah, I realize that, and I think that's an advantage. You'll get all these old geezers passing out on the obstacle course halfway through it.
Kyle is the proof that Punk is not dead.
Spoke too early, Jill. Let's make sure he makes it through the course. Approaching the tumble tubes. Now he leaps.
Oh, a new tongue piercing courtesy of the tumble tubes. All right, he is getting the kinks out as he heads over to clash with a sucker punch.
You were putting the pun in Punk, John.
You kidding me? I'm just getting started. Oh, he catches one right in the Ramones, John.
Ah, look at that.
Yeah, that was Sid Vicious.
Oh.
Oh, knocked down. But this Punk is not going to let the man or the mud keep him down.
He's supposed to go all the way across those big balls, but, you know, anti-establishment, he punks out after the third one.
And he's in the water, but it's not slowing our punk rocker down. So far, there is nothing rotten about this run, Johnny.
Stop it.
What, am I giving you the CBGBs?
There he goes. Suds me. Hello.
Hello? This is London calling with Kyle's bloody good time of 1 minute and 42 seconds. Tally-ho!
What are you doing, John?
I'm a weekend warrior.
Hang up the phone.
I'm sorry.
All right, next up, stuntwoman Jessie Graff.
Wow, look at her showing off.
Wow, look, she's tumbling before the tumble tubes.
Fall girl Jessie looks like she's tumble tube before.
Jesse's preparing for that new Charlize Theron log rolling movie, John. All right, we get it. You're a stunt woman. Stop showing off.
As Jessie swings onto the sucker punch wall, she's going to want to avoid our special punch bowl down there. Jessie clearly in her element, making great time.
We don't need your pity wipeout, Jessie.
Now she's up to the big balls. The goal here again, cross the bridge of bouncy balls. Wow, how did she hang on there?
Wow, this has got to be CGI.
Amazing.
Unbelievable. She's laughing in the face of our big balls.
And she's done it. Wow.
Cut and print.
And now for our final scene, the bubble bath swing. Jessie's ready to go. Awesome. And the time on our stunt woman Jessie's run, 1 minute 23 seconds. That is the quickest today by far.
Hey, that looks like Marie Antoinette coming out of that tub.
Yeah, maybe. Of course, we've seen some strange things popping up from the bubble bath all afternoon. Like that. And that.
And this.
Okay, I'm gonna show you a shape. You tell me what you see.
Oh, this one's easy. Shaggy dog. Your turn, Anderson.
Ice cream cone? You're up.
Please, it's a T-Rex. Challenge me. You go.
I see a swan giving a piggyback ride to a bunny rabbit.
No, John, check your prescription. It's clearly the abominable snowman raising the roof.
Yeah, how did I not see that?
Well, I'm a master.
You know what else I see? Jill down with our next contestant.
Okay, thanks, guys. I'm hanging out down here with Sam. Sam, now you're a professional boxer, and we have something called the sucker punch.
I saw that, and though I don't get hit in the face that often because I am that good, yeah, I've definitely taken hits to the face, so it's gonna be no problem.
Weighing in at 140 pounds, Sam Not Lindsay Mohan. And in the blue paint, weighing in at 1 1/2 tons, the Sucker Punch Wall.
Johnny, can you give me a rundown of the tail of the tape, please?
Absolutely. It appears a sucker punch wall has the advantage in weight, height, and number of arms. All right, you two, let's get it on.
At least we got a fair fight. I think Don King has already booked a rematch here.
Sam and the wall feeling each other out. Ow! Sucker punch thrown right. 2 rights, another right.
They're all rights, John. It only has a right. Oh, and the sucker punch connects with a jab to the head. Can she go the distance? It's over.
Victory has been claimed, John, and its name is Sam the Champ Mohan.
Not only that, John, but she's made excellent time up the big ball. Oh, and that's a swimming 8 count.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, the champ has her eye on the 50 grand. One last go-round. There she goes. And Sam Mohan KOs this course in 1 minute 55 seconds.
Uh-oh, John. The sucker punch wall looks furious.
Yeah, that loss could not have been easy on it. Can't be good for animal activist Amy Silverstein.
Roadkill.
Architect Megan McCall.
Condemned.
Bartender Erica Klein.
Last call.
Well, it appears the sucker punch has got its mojo back.
Absolutely. Fear me and my parallel arms.
Now ready to make his run, an extreme athlete from New Zealand, Phil Somerville. You know, John, New Zealand is the home for the extreme sport bungee jumping.
What kind of athletic activities do you do?
Paddleboarding and surfing and rock climbing and you name it, I'll do it. Let's bring it.
Says his hobbies include shark wrestling and bungee jumping without the cord.
He is an extreme Kiwi.
Extreme Kiwi.
Whoa! Head first.
Extreme Kiwi.
I tell you, there better be a piranha in that bubble bath or he is going to be ticked off. Oh, a great landing.
He took to that bath like a rubber ducky, which, incidentally, he hunts for sport.
Phil has just posted the fastest time of the day.
Extreme Kiwi. Welcome to the gun show!
Earlier, Jill spoke with our next extremely large contestant.
Okay, thanks, guys. I'm down here with Johnny Pegasus.
Pourquoi?
It's Pourquoi? Pourquoi?
It's all right, Jill. In Greek mythology, Pegasus is a sign of immortality.
Which is good when you're about to face the big balls.
Ooh, Oedipus Rex. You know, John, according to Greek mythology, you can't look directly at the big balls or you'll turn into stone.
Really? Yeah. Johnny's Achilles heel appears to have been the big balls. Ditto for the mere mortals.
Yikes. Oh, that gave me a bruise. Ladies first, face first.
He'd have been very close if we'd had just one ball.
Bye now.
Ah, spectacularly bad. And rounding out our field of 24 is Roland Gerhardt.
You want to give a shout out to anybody?
I want to say hi to all my fans out there. You're the 44-year-old guys with a little bit of a beer
right
belly.
there is hot.
Looks like that beer belly was in its second trimester, John.
Now Roland in his beer gut at the sucker punch.
I don't know, John. Narrow ledge, beer belly. You do the math.
Bring me the money!
Go get it yourself. You need to work off that belly.
Roland now coming up to the big balls.
Friends, don't let friends drink in big balls.
Oh! He's definitely feeling tipsy after that hit.
Oh, sharks in here!
Of course we wouldn't put sharks in there. Not in the first season.
Yeah, baby!
All right, some final words, and he's on his way.
All right, he nailed it.
He and his belly sure did, Jill. And that finish is at 2 minutes, 8 seconds, landing Roland squarely in our top 12. After our qualifying round, we've cut the field in half. 12 contestants have moved on to our next round. Among them, we have Kyle the punk rocker, baseball player Thomas, self-described cutie Angelica,
Along with our extreme Kiwi Phil Somerville, Sam the Champ Mohan, and Looney Brent Williams. And now it's time to whittle those 12 opponents down to 6, and here's how we're gonna do it. Our next challenge, the triple threat sweeper.
Ooh, details?
Contestants will be on 10-foot-high poles as the triple threat sweeper moves in a circular motion. Contestants will have to leap through the ever-shrinking crusher, avoid the junior wrecking ball, not to be distracted by the icy cold blast of smoke, and still stay on their itty-bitty pedestals.
The first 6 contestants who cannot handle our sweeper, they're out. The final 6 will continue on until the last person standing will pocket a cool $1,000.
You know, John, in high school, I was actually considered a triple threat.
Really? Basketball, football, baseball?
No, it was nosebleeds, pink eye, and sudden onset nausea.
What a visual. All right, let's get right down to the action. And the sweeper begins.
Yo!
Old Looney Brent exchanging his straitjacket for a life jacket. He's ready to go.
Let's see what you got, Kyle.
I can tell you one thing Kyle doesn't have, John. A toucan suit.
Well, as far as we know. But it doesn't seem to matter because the punk rocker is through and our sweeper is underway.
There goes Erica Klein and Tiffany Latella right after her. Let's take a look at that 1-2 punch again. The sweeper settles the tab with bartender Erica, but not before it buys Tiffany one last drink.
And we'll have more on that double play later tonight on SportsCenter.
Wrong show, Anderson.
Oh, the junior wrecking ball singles out the cute girl.
I will not sit idly by while innocent cute girls are hit in the face by junior wrecking balls. I'll be wearing my cute strong bracelet from now on. Stay strong, Angelica.
That leaves us with 9 contestants left as the sweeper crushes together. Oh! Megan, the architect, goes down.
Oh, she just folded up like a lawn chair and goes down. Joe Theismann, that looked painful.
And with that vicious wipeout, we only need 2 more people to go down before we reach our final 6.
Let's make this event a little harder!
Yeah, Sam the Champ taunts the sweeper. If Sam the Champ wants it harder, she's got it. Give me smoke, ice cold smoke.
This is an American Gladiators!
What you gonna do, Sam, when the triple threat sweeper runs wild on you, brother?
Oh, Extreme Kiwi Phil is down.
Oh, no, he's hung on like a koala, and he's getting himself back up.
Beer belly Roland is the first victim of the smoke.
Wow, and Johnny Pegasus Piqua goes down.
Let's leave baseball player Tom hanging there and take another look.
Okay. I don't know if it was the smoke or Roland's beer belly that caused him not to see the bar, but that vicious hit to the jaw means a liquid diet, which I'm sure he'll be happy about.
All right, the sweeper crushing closer together as we enter our bonus round.
We have 5 contestants left standing and 1 left hanging.
Thomas, the baseball player, is going to have to get up on that platform again if he wants a shot at the $1,000.
Oh, Sam the Champ takes a low blow and hits the canvas, and the sweeper goes over Thomas's head.
Do I have to let go?
Yeah, you do. Hit the shower, slugger.
And that leaves us with 4 contestants standing.
Yo! Still hanging, baby! Still hanging! Still hanging.
Uh-oh, looks like age is becoming a factor for our 63-year-old Looney Bird.
Well, at least Brent knows where he's at.
And that's in the bird bath.
Flying south, which leaves us 3 contestants now. Kyle the Punk Rocker, Extreme Kiwi Phil, and Jessie the Stunt Woman.
You know, Kyle the Punk Rocker's got to be pretty happy we gave him a helmet.
Sure, that protects his head.
No, it gives him an extra 2 feet of headroom.
Makes sense, too.
Anyone got a drink?
Sounds like Extreme Kiwi Phil's been hanging out with Roland too long.
Oh, this round is on the sweeper.
Extreme Kiwi Phil taking a shot that goes down as smooth as water.
Extreme Kiwi.
And that leaves us 2 contestants remaining, Kyle the Punk Rocker, Jessie the Stunt Woman.
You're going down.
I think Kyle needs to ask himself one question. Do you feel lucky, punk? Well, do you?
Whoa, maybe after that jump he does.
Yeah, but it's Jessie that takes a brutal hit and goes down.
Jessie the Stunt Woman does what she's, well, trained to do. Yeah. Fall. Hey, Kyle, he's your winner.
Jump.
So Kyle the Punk will take his $1,000 bonus and move on along with the 5 other contestants. Among them, we have our oldest contestant ever, Old Looney Brent, Sam the Champ Mohan, and baseball player Thomas. 6 contestants remain, but only 4 will advance to the Wipeout Zone and have a shot at winning our $50,000 first prize.
That's right, but first our contestants must battle a piece of exercise equipment engineered for the world's shortest workout, the Dreadmill. And this week, they'll be doing a little road work.
The Wipeout Road Crew will block the lanes for our contestants with these bright orange, devilishly pointy traffic cones. Crash into those, and they'll be taking a ride through our danger zone on their way to our pit of sludge.
One more thing to keep in mind on this highway to hell, objects will be closer than they appear. Contestants will have to wear goofy goggles, John.
And these goggles, well, with them on, you have no depth perception. Very difficult. So when they see a cone here, it's really here.
John, I gotta be honest, I don't see what the big deal is. I see perfectly fine with the goofy goggles.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's go down to Jill Wagner with our first contestant on the Dreadmill Goofy Goggles, Extreme Kiwi Phil Somerville.
Now, I just want you to take a look through there because you're going to have to actually run the Dreadmill with these on. Can you see my finger? Can you grab it? Well, not my whole arm, Phil. He grabbed it.
You know, John, our Extreme Kiwi looks extremely sweaty.
Yeah, he's got those goofy goggles on. How much more embarrassing can this get? Extreme Kiwi.
Okay, guys, here comes Phil on the Dreadmill with goofy goggles.
Let's see what kind of driver Extreme Kiwi Phil is. Remember, he has to stay on this road as long as he can.
John, he once survived 2 months in the outback with a piece of string and a number 2 pencil.
The outback's in Australia.
Yeah, well, New Zealand is the capital of Australia. Do you even prepare for these shows, Anderson? Wow, look at him hop like a kangaroo.
Still Australia.
Oh, he's down.
Well, look at that, right back up. He's a fighter, this one, huh? That's gonna gain him a lot of time.
He is a fighter, John. You know, he once punched a 20-foot tiger shark off the Great Barrier Reef just for straying into his feeding grounds.
Phil, now at over 1:40. Oh, see now this time.
Well, John, Phil picked a good strategy to start, leading to a very respectable finish. This guy had goofy goggles and a goofy leg. Extreme Kiwi.
Okay, Phil, wow, you did amazing. Tell me about it up there.
It's bloody hard. They look like they're right there, but they're actually right at your feet.
Yeah, Phil, that's the fun of the goofy goggles.
Well, let's see how they affect our baseball player, Thomas Lynham. He's ready to take his swing at the Dreadmill.
Right now, it looks like the only thing he's swinging is his backside.
Yeah, John, did this guy just play Little League? Because he looks to be about 12. And now he's just taking a ride back on the Dreadmill.
Yeah, I think this semi-pro baseball player is out of his league, John. Thomas moving like a young Willie Mays, like 6 months old. And it's back to the Toledo Mud Hens.
A time of 51 seconds. That's a minute less than Extreme Kiwi Phil.
Easy there, Thomas, or your mama's gonna have to wash your mouth out with soap.
Back down to Jill, who is giving our punk rocker Kyle Sullivan the Goofy Goggles test.
Okay, now I want you to try to touch the tip of my finger. Yeah, that's perfect. All right, Cal. You'll be just fine.
Didn't get close.
No. Back to you guys.
John, with those test results, I have a feeling our punk rocker is gonna rock his way into the mosh pit shortly.
Now remember, Kyle was our last man standing on the sweeper, so let's not count him out.
That's true, Jill. The world's his oyster. 18, unemployed, on a Dreadmill to nowhere.
Oh, he's down and going back in time to when punk was relevant.
Oh,
42 seconds. Now, he needs to fight back here, or he'll post a time worse than Thomas. Tripped up again.
Yeah, this is more work than he's done since, well, ever, really.
Guys, he's doing really well.
Yeah, Jill, it just keeps going on like a blister in the sun.
Get up.
Well, his hard work's paid off. That's the best time so far, and he's guaranteed himself a spot in the wipeout zone.
That was tough.
Now the champ, boxer Sam Mohan.
Big deal. My abs do that, John. You just can't see them beneath the layers of queso dip.
She's already in her boxer stance, so she's gonna take these cones out.
Well, Jill, if she spars with 3-foot orange traffic cones, she'll be in great shape. So let's prepare ourselves for the thriller on the Dreadmill.
Hard to float like a butterfly in those goggles.
Ooh! Oh, right on the asphalt, John.
She is tumbling. And she's down for the count. Wow, check the clock. Boxing champ Sam Mohan barely beating baseball player Thomas Lynham's time by tenths of a second.
Wow.
But they both could be in jeopardy right now. Let's take another look at Sam's finish.
Wow, did she just pop out an orange traffic cone? I still want to say it one more time. Cool.
Next up, and looking to beat those bottom times of 51 seconds and change, our movie stunt woman, Jessie Graff.
Coming soon to a theater near you. One woman's heroic journey. She'll cross the country by foot to keep on keeping on. Tracy Gold stars in 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Road to nowhere, road to redemption. And now she's taking that road to the sludge pit.
Wow.
I don't think this movie's gonna have a sequel, John.
I don't even think you get to finish the trailer. Well, that time isn't getting Jessie anywhere. So let's take a look at our leaderboard. With the shortest time, stuntwoman Jessie Graff is out. And on deck is old loony Brent, who has to beat baseball player Thomas Lynham's time of 51 seconds to fly onto the wipeout zone. At 63, John, you know, stretching very important. Loony bird Brent limbering up here, warming up.
Yeah, I think he's about to lay an egg.
All right, there's our horn, and old Loony Brent on his way. Again, the time to beat, 51 seconds. Remember, Loony Brent is our oldest competitor ever to make it this far.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it says in his bio that Brent's car was hand-delivered by Henry Ford himself.
Shh, Grandpa doesn't like when you kids talk when he's driving.
Sorry. You know, I think the goofy goggles have actually corrected Brent's vision.
No, because the bird's down.
Oh.
He's hit the windshield.
Oh, no, I can't watch.
Well, I'll tell you what's happening, Jill. Time is ticking away, and he is all over the place.
Yeah, I think he's had his left blinker on this entire run.
Down at 50 seconds. But look at this. In the classic bird style, Loony Brent stays airborne just long enough to beat Thomas by 1 second.
That was fun. Welcome home.
Welcome to the Wipeout Zone. At age 63, old Loony Brent is the oldest competitor to make it to the Wipeout Zone and enjoy the sweet taste of victory.
And that leaves us with 4. Extreme Kiwi Phil Somerville advancing, punk rocker Kyle Sullivan, old Loony Brent, and our boxer Sam the Champ Mohan. Thunderclouds are rolling in and a tempest is brewing.
Tonight, Mother Nature is ready to unleash a perfect storm in the Wipeout Zone.
This is the storm-ravaged setting where our 4 finalists will be battling the forces of nature and the clock in the final battle for $50,000. With the wind and rain whipping about them, contestants will first have to navigate that 45-degree slope that is known as killer surf.
Then it's on to the rain-drenched barrel run, where contestants will have to dive over a series of barrels making their way to the top of the ramp.
Next, they must get across the climbing wall.
After that, it's the ever-daunting spinner, even more difficult to cross in tonight's typhoon.
Last up, we have the launch pads. Bouncing from one pad to another will be even more challenging in this blinding downpour.
And then onto the finish platform, where the clock stops, and only one contestant will be victorious in claiming $50,000.
4 contestants remain, the first of which is old loony Brent Williams.
Let's take a look at how we got here. As our oldest contestant this season, Loony Bird Brent Williams flipped his way past younger players in the qualifier. Put his perching skills to good use on the sweeper.
Still hanging, baby!
And finally turned in a solid time on the Dreadmill to become the oldest man ever to make it to the Wipeout Zone.
Will the toucan, Loony Brent, battle the Wipeout Zone and win the $50,000? His final time will tell. And we're off. Down the killer surf and into the wipeout zone. A lovely entry plunge there for Brent in his Model T inner tube.
And now Brent's making his way to the second element of the course, the barrel run.
Extra slippery tonight, the severe weather just pounding down, making every obstacle more difficult.
I gotta admit, the gymnast in him looks like he's just handling the barrel run with ease. He's all the way to the top already, just past the minute mark.
Well, they're easier than medicine balls. On next to the water wall, tough enough under normal circumstances. This is just ridiculous. Water rushing down, visibility absolutely zero. Trying to hold on and move to the spinner platform.
A great run from old loony Brent this far, but he has got to make the dangerous leap to the spinner now.
This obstacle has humbled so many contestants. Will it humble our 63-year-old? No, sir! Now for the exit. And Brent misses by a mile. Now, that had to be a loss of balance. You can't misjudge it by that much.
It looked like he was steady, but with just a little shuffling of his feet, he is off.
His next attempt, holding on for dear life. Oh, and Brent is off again.
He is set for a ride again, and that adds a lot of time.
Approaching the 8-minute mark as he stares down the spinner once again. Can he keep his footing this time around and around?
Looks like it. Now he's got to make the 8-foot leap to the platform with water just beating down in the old loony bird's face. Can he do it? With a leap, and he slides in safely.
Final element now, and trouble immediately on the launch pads. He just misjudges that leap, shorts the landing, and back in the drink.
Maybe those older legs just don't have enough left in him after this long and grueling day.
He is struggling with the clock. He's over the 10-minute mark now. Fire, water, wind, all the ancient elements brought to bear here in the wipeout zone. The storm tonight adding to the intrigue. Oh, and Brent, another costly drop from the launch pads.
John, he looked so good at the beginning of the day, but he has got to put it together.
Just so hard to hold on. The footing is terrible. Weather-beaten look on his face there. Hard to even see him, actually, through all that rain. The big bounce, clinging to that final launch pad. That's how you do it.
Finally, we get to see the loony bird can, in fact, fly. One more leap ahead of him. Can he do it?
And Brent Williams finishing now with a time of 12 minutes and 34 seconds.
Is it enough to make him the oldest man ever to win Wipeout? Not if our New Zealander has anything to say about it. Phil Somerville is coming up next.
The Extreme Kiwi started the day off strongly, swiftly, taking down the fastest time in the qualifier. But he was tripped up by the sweeper, only to rev back up on the Dreadmill with another top finish.
The Extreme Kiwi now poised atop the killer surf, which should be no stranger to him. He once surfed a 50-foot wave himself, and he is off.
Wow, that is a massive splashdown. Sends the inner tube flying. Take another look. Phil has just been a star performer all day long. The Extreme Kiwi now blazing through the second element, of course, the barrel run.
Now he's just crawling over them. That is amazing.
Oh, and now he's fallen off the water wall. That's careless by him.
But the recovery is just amazing for the 37-year-old extreme athlete from New Zealand. It's the Kiwi breezing across the wall this time and onto the spinner platform. I gotta be honest, John, at this point, he looks like the favorite.
A deep breath now before hitting the spinner, and a well-timed leap. He's on. And all he has to do now is make his way to the platform. But of course, that's no small task by any means.
No, still with an amazing time this far, just over a minute and a half.
He seems to be favoring that left shoulder.
Yeah.
Trying to work something out there, maybe a kink or a stinger in that left arm or shoulder.
He's gonna keep going. And a leap.
Oh! And now that long swim back, he's relying heavily on that right arm as he moves. Let's go to the replay. And now back at the top of the spinner platform, and clearly now there is something going on here with that left shoulder. Our medical team has opted to stop the clock. They're going to take a closer look at Phil. Clearly not happy. Now, whether that's because he's hurting or they're not going to let him continue remains to be seen. Here's the situation. The medical team determining that Phil Somerville should not continue here in the Wipeout Zone.
That's despite the Extreme Kiwis' protest. He wanted to continue on, but our medics insisting the safest thing is for Phil to stop.
So what that means for the competition then is that Brett Williams' time of 12:34 holds up, and now there are just 2 competitors left to go. One of them, that woman, boxer Sam Mohan. Let's take a look and see how she got here.
Sam Mohan needed no coaching as she knocked out the sucker punch wall. On the sweeper, she took a hard one on the chin, and though she took a tumble on the Dreadmill, in the end, she did well enough to become the only woman to make it to the Wipeout Zone tonight.
And we are back at that stormy Wipeout Zone. The severe weather still raging on as Sam the Champ Mohan is on her way.
Look at her having fun flying down the killer surf, arms raised over her head. Take a look at that.
Sam quickly onto the barrel run. Look at that wind and rain just pummeling Sam in the barrel run, making it so difficult. Sam the Champ, no slouch, barreling up to the top here in great shape.
Down to the water wall at only the 50-second mark. This is a wonderful performance this far from the 20-year-old, John.
Tonight's storm making everything more treacherous, more torrential. There's more water, just more elements for these contestants to battle, more nerves.
Now the move that cost the Kiwi, the leap to the spinner. And she's safe.
At least for the moment. Can she hold it, though? Remember, we saw Brent Williams hold on and then fall. It's just so slick. And the same thing has happened here to Sam. Unbelievable. Look at her trying to make it from one spinner pad to another and then just falls off.
She jumps. Oh! Terrible shot to the ribs. You got to think a boxer can take a body blow, but look at that.
The spinner, the heavyweight champ of the Wipeout Zone tonight, every week, in fact, giving our boxing champ all the punishment she can handle.
Now she seems to be making her way up to the top, like she's going to get a running start, John. Let's see how it works out. Well done.
That's how you do it right there. Onto the launch pads. Now 8 minutes to play with. It is a matter here of bouncing from one to the other. Sounds so simple, but in fact so hard. Sam the Champ with 3 to go, just in except she's gone down there.
Now it gets interesting, John. Falling off the launch pads, her time just over the 5-minute mark at this point, and that makes Brent's time look that much better.
Sam still with plenty of time to make it through the launch pads, but she doesn't want to waste any more time with a fall. Remember, this woman is a boxer, so good upper body strength, the neck, the shoulders too. We've seen what she can do so far, the qualifier, the sweeper, the Dreadmill. Can she now put herself into position to be the first woman champ ever on Wipeout?
She is one leap and a handful of seconds away from doing just that.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to see a terrific time from this boxer, Sam Mohan, showing a final clocking of 6 minutes, 1 second. From a good 3 stories above the Wipeout Zone, there's one man left to beat Sam Mohan, and it's that man right there, Kyle Sullivan.
Let's take a look at how he got here. Wow! This young punk rocker slammed his way through the qualifier, blitzed through the competition on the sweeper, scoring that $1,000 bonus. Yes! Then took a muddy stage dive on the Dreadmill, but with a good enough time to be able to clash with the Wipeout Zone.
That was tough.
How many unemployed 18-year-olds with a mohawk do you know? I know one. It's that guy right there, and he is off down the killer surf. Our punk rocker rocking it through the rainy night.
The final round of the Wipeout Zone is underway. Kyle Sullivan needs to beat Sam Mohan's time to win the $50,000.
6 minutes, 1 second. Now blitzing up the barrel run ramp. 1 foot hopping method there. That's better than most, making quick work of the barrel run.
Easy.
In fact, 38 seconds, the quickest time we have seen anyone ever make it past this element. Even quicker than Phil Somerville, who you remember had to bow out of the competition due to a shoulder injury.
Over 50,000 gallons a minute pouring down on top of our contestants, John. Take a look at that.
Spinner time now, and this always has been a do-or-die obstacle. Wasting no time as our 18-year-old. But getting off, he jumps early and perhaps a little over-anxious here in the Wipeout Zone. just like Sam Mohan, takes a nasty body shot from the platform. Remember, Sam, just a shade above 6 minutes. The time to beat your lower left-hand corner, you see it there. And I gotta tell you, Johnny, Kyle Sullivan at only 3 minutes, no problems. Look at this, already onto the second launch pad. Our punk rocker weathering the storm, weathering the competition, weathering the wipeout zone. One more leap. And ladies and gentlemen, with a dominating performance, Kyle Sullivan just became a wealthy 18-year-old.
Kyle! Guess what, buddy? You just won Wipeout. You just won $50,000!
Oh my God! Yes! I conquered Wipeout! Happiness on the face and in the voice of the teenager there with the mohawk. It's been a wonderful day, a truly memorable night in the Wipeout Zone. Thank you for watching, America. I'm John Anderson. And for Jill Wagner, I'm John Henson saying good night and big balls.